So I've been a coach and a therapist. I trained as a psychotherapist, psychoanalytically trained psychotherapist, and I've been coaching for 15 years, running postgraduate coaching programs. And this question often arises: what's the difference between coaching and therapy? And I hear quite a lot of answers which I don't agree with. So you get answers like coaching is short-term, therapy is long-term, coaching's directive, therapy is non-directive. And people seem to miss the point that it depends on what kind of therapy and what kind of coaching training you get. Because if you have a cognitive behavioral therapist and a cognitive behavioral coach, trained coach, their work is going to be a lot more similar to each other than perhaps a cognitive behavioral therapist doing short-term work and a psychoanalytic therapist doing long-term work. So it depends on the background. So we can't really generically say coaching is this, therapist is that, because we have to kind of first define what coaching and what therapy we're talking about. But there are two key differences, I think. It's worth noting that coaching came out of therapy. Coaching is a talking cure. You know, you get two people in a room, one's a paid helper, one's a client to be helped, and their way of communicating and working is through talking. So it's a direct lineage from therapy. But I think the main difference is that a therapist really focuses on what I call the wounded self. So their work is about healing, about reparation, about looking for the pathology, the hidden injuries. And clients come to therapists with an issue, with something they want to overcome, to repair, to make good, something which is destabilizing them or dysfunctional in their lives. So the therapist's focus is on the wounded self, and their job is that of healer, reparation work. A coach bridges the wounded self and the celebrated self. Some coaches just work on the celebrated self, and they won't have any talk of negative talk. So they just focus on positive psychology and solution-focused kind of work. But a good coach, in my mind, works between the wounded and the celebrated self.